I know what people think of me, I do. They consider me a happy-go-lucky guy, a carefree sort, full of smiles, brimming with chuckles, and whatnot. Few people realize there is a darker side. Few people know that I have been living a sham. Each night as I go home to my apartment and my large bowl of popcorn, that I sit in silence with a dog for whom I feel nothing. Nothing. Maybe it's my fault for never having named the dog. See, I've had him for 3 years and I just couldn't think one up. The only name that suited him was Small Mammal with Whom I Live a Lie. I've even given up trying small talk, stuff like, "So, how's man's best friend today?" "Boy, wok cooking sure is harder than it looks." So we'd sit with heavy, dreaded air between us. And then one night, it happened. I turned my head and saw my dog looking at me. There we were, locked in a stare, frozen in time. And in his eyes, I could see my human arrogance reflected back. "How dare I eat meat?" I almost screamed. And as quickly as the moment came, it ended. The burp, like the moment, is now gone forever. But as long as I live, I shall never forget the night I connected with my dog.
Hi, I'm Kevin Hamilton McDonald, and I'm about to stun you with a remarkable set of facts. Years ago, people discovered the astonishing similarities between John F. Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln. Well, I too have made another eerie discovery. The astonishing similarities between my family, the McDonalds, and the Airport movie series. Starring such wonderful actors as Dean Martin, Burt Lancaster, and Charlton Heston. Fact 1. In the movie Airport, the lead character was a salesman who decides to blow up the airplane he is on so that his wife can collect the insurance money. In the McDonald family, my father was a salesman. Coincidence? Fact 2. Airport 75. In 1975, a sequel to the movie Airport is released starring Karen Black. In 1975, my mother dyes her hair black. Coincidence? Fact 3, Airport 77, a movie in which a large jumbo jet is trapped underwater. In 1977, I failed my superfish swimming test because I can't hold my breath 10 seconds underwater. I'm also fat and therefore cruelly nicknamed Jumbo. Coincidence? Fact 4, Airport 79, the story of a bitter millionaire who sends a nuclear missile. Hey! I'm trapped!
Oh, sweet Jesus. The scene has crashed. I repeat, the scene has crashed. We need to get some help down there.
Hang on, Mr. McDonald. We're coming for you. Come on, get up. Don't give up like yourself. There we go.
Hey, Chuck Heston. Coincidence?
No, it's a madhouse. A madhouse.
viewing audience. Right now, I'm at a pretty interesting stage in my career because I'm just a little bit famous. Somewhere between Pauly Shore and the Maytag repairman. As a celebrity becomes more famous, he or she is assigned more responsibility by the media. Eventually, they reach the stage where they get to talk in public about their terrible childhoods. Experts say that this helps commoners come to grips with their own similar problems by identification with a celebrity. Until a celebrity experiences a tragedy, it doesn't exist. That's why AIDS didn't exist until Rock Hudson got it. Before that, it was just a lot of fags collapsing from dance floor exhaustion. Before celebrities, people didn't have terrible childhoods. They just grew up. Nobody made a big deal out of child abuse or incest. You had sex with your father, you moved on. Don't get me wrong. I think it's great that there are celebrities out there who, through their openness about their own lives, help all of us come to a greater understanding about our own common humanity. But this path is not for everyone. Each celebrity is like a snowflake. This snowflake will never burden you with stories of his hideous childhood, no matter what the financial recompense. I love my grotesque family too much to drag them through a public spotlight for fun and profit. You see, I just don't feel any need to talk publicly about my own teen years as a hustler or my allegiance to the devil. Please, just let me remain a private man in a public business. To all you other celebrities out there publicly struggling with alcoholism, bulimia, or lazy bladder. Not me. I salute you. Through your courage, you help all of us feel just a little bit better about our own pathetic and blighted lives. Thank you, Oprah, Roseanne, Suzanne, Axel, LaToya.
And now, Alan Bouvier speaks out on what a best friend is.
I think a best friend is someone you have an understanding with. Someone you don't feel the need to talk all the time. I haven't talked to my best friend for 3 years. But I saw him the other day. Hey, Dougie! And I waved at him. Suddenly a car came. And it hit him. I didn't feel the need to say, hey, best friend, get out of the way of that car. He knew I was thinking it. And now when they bring him to sit with me, we just nod knowingly.
Hi. Just writing a letter to someone in hospital. You know, it's always kind of hard to find the right words to say. You know, somehow, how's the weather in hospital? Sure is nice outside, just doesn't work. But you gotta try, you know, you gotta show your concern. So, here's what I got so far. Dear guy I clotheslined as you went by on your bike. You don't know me, but I'm the guy who broke your collarbone. Now, I've asked myself over and over, why did I clothesline that guy? Perhaps I watched too much slapstick as a kid and expected you to get up after being violently assaulted. Imagine my confusion when you did not. Although I was not so confused that I'd actually hang around. In all fairness, it was pretty funny. I mean, the last thing you'd expect as you were riding merrily by on your bicycle is that someone you didn't know at all would stick out his arm and crush your throat. I mean, you really should have seen it. It was just like wham, bam. Anyway. In closing, as you lay there convalescing in your hospital bed, I'm forced to wonder, what were you doing riding your bike on the sidewalk anyway? Huh, you asshole? Sidewalk? Maybe sometimes we bring heartache upon ourselves. Signed, the guy that collapsed your trachea. Thanks.
Hi. Over the last 4 years that the show has been on the air, I've noticed that myself and the other guys have been getting a lot of letters. Which I figured was a natural result of being on TV for so long. So you can imagine my surprise when I heard the other guys referring to their letters as fan mail. I decided I'd take a little peek and see what sort of stuff you guys are writing to them. So, here's a sample. Dear Dave, you're so hunky-wunky, cutie-pooty, lovey-dovey, sexy-wexy, and you're my fave. Keep up the good work. Signed, Brenda, Aaron, Kathy, Michelle, etc., etc. Hey, not too bad for the ego. Well, my mail invariably goes something like this. Dear Mark, I thought I was alone until I saw you on TV. Having no sex appeal must be hard for you, too. I'm curious. How do you live? How do you love? Please work your answer into a monologue, as I don't want to sign my real name. Thanks. P.S. Please don't kill yourself. Well, come on, I've never contemplated suicide, but I did want to say to you people who have written me these letters that if you worry like me that you don't have any sex appeal, then perhaps it's time you do what I did and unlock the secret of nudity. That's right. I found that by using the safe and natural method of nudity, I was able to change those sort of letters or taunts from, hey, do you have a pulse? To, wow, look at the naked guy. Now, nudity may not be for everyone, but tell you what, if you're sitting at home watching me tonight, try this simple test. Take off one sock, just one sock, and mail it to me with a stamped self-addressed envelope and a picture of yourself. Now, I'll examine your sock and determine if you have any potential at all to achieve full or maybe just partial nudity. Trust me, it's done wonders for me. People pay attention when I walk into a room, and hey, maybe I'll get a different type of fan mail now.
Hi. A few months ago, we announced an exciting contest, the Spot Bellini contest. What you had to do was draw a picture of where you saw Bellini in our skit show. There it was. Thousands entered, but only one can win. Sort of like the sperm going upstream in an attempt to fertilize the egg. Enough about me. What the winner got was to have breakfast with Bellini at his or her local airport. And we documented this with a still camera. Now, to enhance the presentation, we're using Bellini's favorite music, which is, of course, improvisational xylophone music. And now, the exciting conclusion. There he is, Bellini. Bellini wings into our winner's city, our nation's capital, Ottawa. As Bellini travels through the air, he contemplates the winner and what he must look like. Bellini arrives and is greeted by one of Canada's finest. "You're coming with me," jokes the Mountie. "Seriously, sir, it's a pleasure." And before you know it, Bellini meets the winner. "Let's eat," urges the winner. "Not so fast," motions Bellini. "We've forgotten one thing." "There's my prize," says the winner. "There's my all-Canadian breakfast and fish for Bellini, 'cause I know that's all he eats." "Not so fast," urges the airport chef. And the fish is deboned. They dig in. The meal is a cult success, much like our show. Suddenly, a tense moment. An argument over table manners. "Oh, I see your point," says the contest winner. and they laugh uproariously like two children drunk on Dad's beer. But all good things must come to an end. See, although Bellini understands many languages, the one word he has trouble with is goodbye. Goodbye, Bellini, said the contest winner. Every time I see a man in a towel at the airport eating fish, I'll think of you. Goodbye, Bellini. Bye, Bellini. Bye. I'll never forget you, says the contest winner.